Hi, welcome back to my analog series. Last year I bought some rolls of expired Kodak film and I didn't really know when to shoot it, so it lay in my fridge for quite some time. But around Christmas, when I was at my parents', I decided it was a good time to do it, and I'm talking about Kodak Portra 100T. I guess most of us film photographers or film lovers have heard of Kodak Portra. It's the professional line of color negative film by Kodak. This film stock is a little bit different because, of course, it has all the Portra qualities with fine grain, great colors, high dynamic range, and so on. But this one is balanced at tungsten. So it's not meant for daylight shooting, except if you're using a filter or if you're embracing the blue color cast. But sadly, this film stock isn't produced anymore. Kodak discontinued the production of it in 2006. This roll and the roll I shot expired in 2008. So this film is not available anymore, except if you're buying it on a used market like eBay. But of course, there are some things to keep in mind while shooting this film. The first one, it's obvious, it's an expired film, so you have to account for that while shooting. The other thing is, I only found two formats to shoot this film in. The first one was 4x5 large format, and the other one is the one I shot, which is 120 medium format. So I didn't find like any 35mm rolls with Portra 100T. The rolls that I got expired in 2008, like nearly 20 years ago. And considering the fact that this is an ISO 100 film, I decided to shoot it at ISO 40, which worked quite well actually. I took some time to think about what I wanted to shoot with it. It's not like it's a rare or expensive expired film that you can buy, but the aspect of it being a tungsten balanced film, which isn't a motion picture stock or a even older slide film, made it quite special to me. In the end, I just settled on doing some nighttime photography, shooting Christmas lights around my parents' home. And yeah, for that I used my Hasselblad with an 80mm and a 150mm. And for that I also used a mist filter that I put in front of the lenses. The problem with it is it broke during one of the short films that we made last year. And so far I didn't buy a new one. And you will see the issue with that in one of the pictures later on. To be honest, I'm not an expert in nighttime photography, especially not with film. This was just my second time shooting film during night. So if you want to learn more about nighttime photography with film, reciprocity failure, how to expose film during dark situations, I only can recommend the video that I watched. I forgot the guy's name, but he made a great job in explaining everything. I'll put a link around here. And yeah, without further ado, here are my scans. So for the first photo that I took during that trip, I had to park behind some barns of a farmer. and walk through this pitch black backyard to get that picture. Don't really know if it was worth the effort, but I just wanted to include it because, I mean, it's the first photo of the night, so. After that, I decided to go to the residential area and I spotted this house, which had quite some nice Christmas lights going on, so I took a picture of it. And in this frame, you can see what I mean with the mist filter. So you have quite some heavy blue streaks, but I think it kind of works. After that, I walked around quite some time through the streets to find the next picture to take, and then I spotted this house which had a starlight on the front porch, but I didn't really find a composition that I liked until I went on the playground which was next to the house, and I climbed up the climate frame with the camera and the tripod in hand, which was hella stupid, but it worked, and I managed to balance the tripod on this climate frame, so the camera didn't drop or anything, and luckily it worked out, and in the end I really liked the picture. The next photo was actually the one that took me the longest to get, because I drove to the next village and spotted this Christmas tree on the side of the road, but none of the compositions that I tried really worked for me. So I walked around this bus stop from left to right and tried different ways of shooting it, and in the end I decided to frame the Christmas tree through the glass windows of the bus stop, so I had reflections of the other street lanterns and an upcoming car, and it's probably in the end my favorite picture of the Photowalk. I didn't really find any more interesting compositions while walking through that village. I took some more pictures, but yeah, I'm not that happy with them, but I didn't want to exclude them because it's just part of the process. So you're taking pictures and you're not happy with all of them. That's just how it works. So I just want to show you 3 of them. On the last one, you can really see the problems with the mist filter because the light streaks from the upper window are all over the place. While driving home, I decided to take a picture of this little chapel in the middle of the village where my parents live. So I parked the car near it and walked on the other side of the road to get the framing that I wanted. And I really like the end result. You can see the problems with the mist filter here as well, but like in the picture from the house at the beginning, it kind of fits the scene here quite well. That's gonna be it for now. I really hope you had fun, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing. Until next time, take care and more pictures.